Welcome back. So today what we're going to be doing is completely disassembling and reassembling the Mossberg 590a1 shotgun. And overall this is a pretty easy shotgun to take apart and maintain. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Now the first thing you want to do is ensure that the weapon is safe, nothing's in the chamber and everything like that. So just always make sure it's empty. So the first thing you're going to want to do is either take the end cap off, or in this case I've got the +2 extension. You'll just want to break that loose and take it off. And with this one, with the +2 extension, the spring is going to come out. If you have the standard end cap on it, it's usually contained and the spring won't come out, but on this one it is going to come out. So that's the first thing you want to do, and then you want to have your action about halfway back, and then your barrel is going to come right off, just like that. Okay, and then now from there, after you get the spring out, the barrel off, you're going to want to take the trigger out. And now to do that, on these shotguns here, if you can see that pin there, you got to push that out, and that'll allow the trigger to come out. Just push it through, it comes out really easily. And then once that's out, you want to pull straight up on the back of the gun here, and it'll come out. Now with this Magpul stock that's on it, a lot of people were saying that they couldn't get the trigger group out after they put the stock on, and it is a little bit tighter, but I've always been able to get mine right out, so it really is not a problem. So sometimes it takes a little effort, but you can usually get it right up and out just like that. See how it came up from the back, and then it comes right out. And in the 590a1s, these are all steel, so very rugged there. Now, on the inside is when you're going to start having some pieces fall around on you. And if you heard that, I did have one of these bars fall. Now I'll try to show you the best I can, but on the inside, on this side, and if you can see that, see how it fell out right there? It's got two little, I don't know, action bars or whatever you call them on both sides that are just going to fall free. On this one, it just kind of floats in there, so you want to take it out and just make sure you watch how it comes out so you know where to put them back. And then on this side, if you see that little hole right there, it actually has a little spot on the bar that corresponds with that, and it sticks right in there on that side. So you want to take those two things out right there. And then right inside here you have this piece. You want to pull it up and out. Just like that. And then down on the inside you can see all you got left is your bolt and your little shell tray, or whatever you want to call it right there, the loading tray. So what you can do now is just push the bolt and you'll start seeing it come out the front right here. Just pull your bolt out. Then you can lift up on the little loading tray here, pinch it together, and it comes right out. And then now after you do that, you can just take your fore end and action bars, pull them right up and out, and that is a fully disassembled Mossberg 590a1. Okay, now to reassemble the Mossberg shotgun, you just go in reverse order. First you're going to want to slide your fore end back on, and your action bars are going to slide in those slots on the front. Now when you get them both in, you are going to want to push up towards the top of the gun on them on both sides, and then it'll slide right in. If not, it's just going to keep hitting like it's hitting a wall or something. So just grab both of them and pull them towards the top of the shotgun, and then it'll slide right in. And next you're going to want to slide your bolt back in the front. Just kind of slide it down in there until it lines up. Okay, now I'm going to drop the loading gate back down in, and again just pinch it together. Then now you want to drop this piece back down on top, and this right here this piece, this little lug on the end, is going to sit down on top of your bolt. So you just want to make sure you have it lined up. And then these two cutouts on this side and this side is going to catch on your action bars. So just make sure you get everything lined up the way it needs to be. Okay, just like that. See how it's all lined back up in there? Okay. Now you can slide everything forward. Okay, now once you have everything lined up, the next thing you want to do is put your bars back in. Now the one with the little stick out here piece on it, you're going to want to put it on the side that has the hole in the receiver. So it's going to go in. Sit right in there on that side, and then you take your other one, sit it on the opposite side. And now with these, if you can see how it's hooked, it's going to hook towards the inside of the gun. Okay, and just sit that one down in there on that side on the groove. Now if you can see how they're in there on both sides. Okay, so now once you have those in, just be careful, don't try to knock the gun over, because they will just fall out. And they might fall out on you a couple times doing it the first time, but just make sure they're in and out of the way. Then you're going to take and sit your trigger back in, and you're going to want to kind of hook it on the front first, and then push it down in the back, and then it'll just pop down into place like that. Okay, and then now take your pin, just make sure your hole lines up, drop your pin back through, and you'll feel it click into place just like that. Make sure your action's back a little bit. Put your barrel back in. Just like that. Take your spring, slide it back in, and screw your end plate or +2 extension or whatever it is that you're running. Just make sure everything's seated properly, and then tighten that thing back down. And of course, after you're done, make sure everything works, everything functions properly, trigger works, safety works, and everything's good to go. Alright guys, so there you have it. There's the complete disassembly and reassembly of the Mossberg 590a1 shotgun. And as you can see, it's not hard to do, but it is a little time consuming with some of the small parts and pieces that you have to put back in there. So if you're new to it or never done it before, just make sure you really pay attention to how they come out, so you know exactly how to put them back in and you shouldn't have any problems. And you know, I really hope this video was helpful to either a person who's never taken a shotgun down before, maybe never taken this specific shotgun down before. So I really hope this helps out and helps you get your first disassembly done. But also with this shotgun, I am still working on the review for this thing. I've been putting a lot of different types of ammo through it, trying to put it through its paces so I can give my full review on it. So that should be coming out really soon, and I look forward to doing that one. But anyhow guys, I appreciate everybody watching. I appreciate everybody